welcome back to my channel. Yep, you can see my score right there. That's how much fun I had on the weekend. Um, it was just an absolute disaster. It's just, there was nothing that went, I would say a lot of things actually went right. It's just all my pod plays went in the bin. And it was, like, you can look at my team and you go, how the hell did it score that? And I was like, I don't know. It's just teams that are just better than mine. I held trading this week, and then found out on Saturday Arvo that after the Collingwood game had started that we got an extra 2 trades, and the Richmond West Coast game had been rescheduled. If that news happened a couple of days earlier, I would have thought about possibly trading Grundy to a Nick Nat, because I didn't want to trade Nick Nat into it for a buy, into his buy next week. But realised on Saturday after that game started that Nick Nat's playing next week. You got 2 extra trades. You got 4 trades in this round. Here you go. So that would cost me about 100 points because I would have gone Grundy to Nick Nat over the weekend. 120 points for Nick Nat, 20k price rise. Grundy didn't play. And then I would have had extra trades for my plans. But now I have an extra 2 trades to utilise with this dud team because I don't want to trade Grundy out anymore. Once you've held him for a week, I feel like it's just a must to hold, especially with 8 teams on the bye in round 14. You don't want to be trading and play it overly too many, especially with Bianco on the bubble this week. He's probably one you want to target, and then target players coming off their buys. But yeah, season rank now out in 5 figures just doesn't look good. Had a round rank of 53,000. I think this is one of my worst ever SuperCoach scores ever, even in a buy round. 1 league win. It just nothing seems to be going right. And I made a fair few good decisions this week. Laird, 144, amazing. Bontempelli, 149. McRae captain, 129. Merritt, 137. Bolton, 119. Gawn, 138. Look at those and go, wow, that's pretty decent. Martin scored 100. Even Poulter got 89. Jordan got 82. Waitman, 80. Rookies scored 80. Primo scored 125 plus. I still end up with this absolute nightmare of a score. It's just, yeah, it was just very surprising. The main reason I can see why I've stuffed up is Salem. The hype's just gone now. Back-to-back 60s against 2 good teams. Hopefully he can bounce back once he starts playing the worst of teams. But that move's just blown out of water. Short 78. Most people at the top do have him, so that score isn't overly affected. Ridley 80. I paid 600k for an average of about 80 in the last 6 weeks. That's not the best. Oliver 94. A bit disappointing, but he's still averaging 125. That pick's certainly not a dud one. Danaher, you can't complain about an 88 any day. But the Highmore's got a 17, but he was medical sub. He got me points. He went down in price as well. But it was just, I think, me only having 19 this week, when most had 20, 21, because I have a pod in Duncan. Not many probably went on to Jones. Not many have Hall. Impy's fairly popular, but me going with 19, everyone else having 21, I had to play Collier Dawkins. I had to play Jimmy Rowe. I had to play Murphy. All those scores counted in the end, I believe. Collier Dawkins 27 didn't count, but I had to count 230s within my team, plus a primo who scored 64. It's when most of those others teams around me would have had, even with those two scores, they would have been their 21, 22 players, and it might have been a Waitman that they might have probably maybe a Heaney that people brought in this week. Maybe a 60 would be in their 18th score. When you're having 230s in there, no, I did count. Yeah, I did count Collier Dawkins. Just found out I had Siebel, Grundy, Brockman, and Highmore was my 19th man with 17. Yeah, when you're playing three players that score not even 100, you're in for a tough week. But there's a lot of positives as well to go along with it. But it is just very annoying. I planned pretty well for these, and just to have Grundy out, and then because that gives you an extra 100 points if Grundy's playing. I know everyone else is in the same boat, but I deliberately saved my trades this week because I was running out of trades. What can you do? I think the biggest mistake was Salem, and also that's pretty much it. Salem pretty much caused all this. No, I can't put all the blame on him. But hopefully I can bounce back in the next week. But this Richmond game actually half helped me for this week. I have with 4 Richmond players, but it absolutely screws me over for the last week. I have 5 defenders out in the last week. 5 mids, 2 rucks, and 3 forwards. So hopefully, I think we'll probably get 4 trades this week and 4 trades the next week. So I think the main aim is be getting rid of these players on that last bye. I think I'd have like 21 this week, which it would be good. But them playing saves a lot of teams who would have been struggling this week. Would have been hard for a lot of teams. Would have seen a lot of teams at 16, 17. And the rookies would have probably stood up as well because I have 21. But what can you do? SuperCoach gods are not with me this year. Neither they are in AFL Fantasy either. But we'll just keep on chugging along. My worst SuperCoach rank in the last 4 years has been 5,000. So let's try and get to that. That's our aim for now, and hopefully I can give you some good, decent advice for trades for the incoming weeks, because they'll be fairly important, and some captain options which I pretty much nailed-ish. Went Oliver over Gawn, but that's just a 50-50, and probably missed McRae over Bontempelli, but again that's a 50-50. They could easily had their flip scores around. That was lovely English there. So till tomorrow, I'll send out a trade talk. We'll have 4 trades, so I'm planning on using 3 this week at this very stage. But there is a lack of rookie options, I feel, coming off their bye this week. So it is a little bit of a tough one. With the lack of rookies coming off their bye, plus there's a few rookies that you want to probably target, but they've got their bye coming up. And in that ugly bye as well. So we'll just have to wait and see.